Because you made some good points with this one as well.
Fatal police shooting of a pregnant Ohio woman raises concerns over firing at moving vehicles. Yeah. Now, first of all, we took our police citizens academy class.
Right, 3 of them.
They were very, very, very detailed and specific. If you are in a car and we are in front of you, we will fire and we will kill you.
Because the car is considered a weapon.
They consider that car like a gun.
A weapon, yeah.
Period. I said, really? You can't just jump out? Nope. They will fire into your car. I said, well, y'all need to be retrained. Because if somebody's wanting for murder, that's different.
Right.
But if you pulling somebody over for a traffic stop, whatever.
Can you shoot the tires?
Shoot the tires. Remember I said, can't y'all shoot the tires?
Something.
We are trained to shoot the person. That is police training.
In this case, they shot 2 persons because she was pregnant.
Body camera video of fatal police shooting of Takia Young, a 21-year-old pregnant mother in the suburb of Columbus, Ohio, has raised questions about how an allegation of shoplifting led to a bullet being fired through her windshield. It was unclear Saturday, this is a while ago, whether Blendon Township Police Department has adopted a use of force continuum policy, which would outline measures that must be exhausted before lethal force can be used. The video on August 24th, released Friday, shows Young in her car in a parking space as police officers order her to exit the vehicle. A second officer is seen drawing his firearm and stepping in front of the car, despite a department policy advising officers to get out of the way of an approaching vehicle instead of firing their weapon.
Right.
Which is what I asked years ago. Now, obviously, they've adopted that. Like I said, can't you just jump out the way?
De-escalate, not make it worse.
Are you going to shoot me? Young asked. Seconds before she turns the steering wheel to the right and the car moves toward the second officer. The officer fires through the windshield and Young's sedan drifts into the grocery store's brick wall. And she was pregnant, like you said. Lawyers for Young's family say the video is devastating and have called for the officers who shot her to be fired and criminally charged. Blendon police officials have refused to name either of the officers involved.
The one officer that was speaking to her and trying to coax her to get out, they said they both were not for administrative duties. They were sat down, relieved. And then he was brought back to his job, but the officer who actually used the gun is being investigated.
This is their policy. The Blendon Township Department's policy states, an officer should only discharge a firearm at a moving vehicle or its occupants when the officer reasonably believes there are no other reasonable means available to avert the imminent threat of the vehicle, or is deadly force other than the vehicle is directed at the officer or others. But as of June, only 32 police departments in 100 largest U.S. cities had some form of restriction on firing at moving vehicles. An advocacy group of academics, activists, and others seeking to end police brutality. I told you, we asked. And they were taught you fire if somebody is driving towards you. And you don't shoot to stop the car. You don't shoot the tires. You shoot the person, the driver. Mm-hmm. So my thing is, there's a couple of things that's wrong with this story.
But it was for shoplifting. She did not take a life.
Right.
Or anything like that when she caused danger to someone.
Right.
She just took property that didn't belong to her. And that wasn't needed of her life being taken.
Right. There's a couple of things that are going on here. Number one, the woman shouldn't have been shoplifting. Let's just put that on the table. Because we always say, oh, officer, 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 but we never talk about the things that the people do to get themselves in that situation. Uh-huh. Okay? There are situations where you don't do nothing and you get
still be.
But in this situation, she actually did shoplift. Mm-hmm. Okay? And apparently what y'all was telling me before, she does it all the time. So the shopkeepers were upset with her or whatever.
Okay.
So this time, when she came in, they was ready for her. They had the police ready for her. And that's why she was in the parking lot. And they told her to get out. And she didn't want to get out. She said, "Are you going to shoot me?" Which is a reasonable thing because they shooting everybody, obviously. So she probably thinking, "I'm not getting out this car for y'all to take me out."
Your life don't matter to them. They'll take you out too because they trying to be law enforcement.
Right.
Enforcers.
Now, I agree with you. The first officer that told her to roll the window down that was talking to her, he didn't get fired. Because he didn't shoot her, he didn't pull her out the car, he didn't do anything. He was trying to talk her out of the car, which is what you're supposed to do.
Right.
He was doing what he was supposed to do.
Right.
Who told that other officer to show up
in front of the car?
Stand in front of the car.
Yeah. It's almost like he wanted to give reason to shoot.
Why are you showing up?
Because if you think about it, if he showed up on the side, there would be really no reason to shoot.
Why not stand on the other side of the car, on the passenger side, and make sure she don't do nothing?
But
why are you standing in front of the car?
But you said if a lot of the police departments feel if the person is coming at them with the car, which is like a weapon, they can discharge their gun.
But why put yourself in that situation?
That gives him a reason.
That's what I'm saying.
Her. He wants her out and she ain't listening. She ain't obedient.
Again, there you go. I bet you it's a bruised ego. How dare you?
You ain't listening to us.
Make us beg you to get out. That's what that was.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stand in front of the car to let you know you ain't going nowhere. You going to stay right here and get out because we telling you to get out.
Right.
He put himself, in my opinion, in that situation. Again, if you don't want her to leave, put them things down that when she drive over, her tires will blow out. I'll even take you going a step further. Get a knife and do her tires. And while you standing there, she ain't going nowhere.
And I'm thinking too, let's just say for sake of argument,
she
drives off.
It's not murder.
You know who she is. You can find out where she lives.
You got her car.
You got a warrant for her arrest.
You got her license plate. You didn't pull her over. You see what she looked like. She a pregnant woman. She probably obviously lives nearby if she keep going to the same store. Mm-hmm. She's not a murder suspect. Again, quit treating everyone like a murder suspect.
Thank you. It's a traffic violation or it's a misdemeanor. That's how Floyd died. Floyd died because of a fake $20 bill. What's the other one that said I can't breathe?
Oh yeah,
what was his situation?
Yeah,
none of them took a life.
He was selling stuff on the street.
They didn't take a life. They didn't violently violate women or abuse a kid or stab their wife. They did a misdemeanor and their lives are gone. I don't get it.
And I'm trying to understand. Maybe we need to take that class again. Because we could go off on our police officer.
I don't want to take it again because I would be...
Because they allow you in those classes to ask questions. And one of the questions, let's do it again. We'll take that class again.
You think?
Out here.
We watch our show. They're not going to let us in that class.
No, we took it there. Let's take it out here in our new place.
Oh, but they don't have them everywhere.
They better not.
We suggested in one community that they have one.
Police citizen class.
They're afraid.
One of the questions I'm going to ask again.
What?
Why do y'all treat every case like it's a murder suspect? They're going to say, and I know what they're going to say.
What?
Because a lot of murder suspects or a lot of people that we get in these altercations with start off as a simple traffic violation. That's what they're going to say. I already know what y'all going to say before I go to the class.
That has nothing to do with what they're starting off with and what they're ending up with at that time.
All that tells me is that you need to be on alert. Even if it's a traffic violation, you should still be on high alert. I agree with you. Mm-hmm. Because that person, a lot of people, Dahmer, a lot of them, that one man who just killed all those college girls, he got pulled over for a speeding ticket right before he went and did it.
Ooh.
If the cop wouldn't have let him go, he could have saved those women's lives.
What color was he?
Yeah, of course, Lenora, white.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe if he was a black guy, he wouldn't have been able to finish. He wouldn't be able to get to taking the ladies' lives because they would have got him for just speeding.
Yeah. But what I'm saying
I'm just being funny when I say that.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is anybody, regardless of color, you treat everybody the same way. High alert, even if it's a traffic thing. Run their license. I don't mind you doing that. See if I'm in the database.
If there's any warrants
if
out
I'm
there.
acting weird. Like that guy, they said he was weird. You a little odd. What do you do? I wouldn't say that as a police officer. I would be like, what kind of work do you do? I would just ask you some questions. Where are you on your way to? You were speeding. Did you really need to get to your job that fast? Where do you work? Oh, I work at such and such. What do you do? Any hesitation, I might keep you there a little bit longer just to get you mad.
And they still do that sometime with some of us. Why are you in this neighborhood?
Yeah.
Where you going? Officer, this is my second job. I work out here.
Thank you.
You need to see my work ID?
Thank you.
So
I'm just saying,
do get attitudes. I do admit when they pull us over because you're like,
but he was talking.
I didn't take a life.
The first officer was talking to her. He was saying, get out the car. And you heard her say, yes. Are you going to shoot me? That would have been his opportunity before that knucklehead jumped in front of the car.
Stood in front of the
Ma'am,
car.
I'm not going to shoot you. Now, when that guy got in front of the car, she probably thought he was going to shoot her.
And that's why she started to drive away.
I would have said if I was the officer, dude, get out of it. I got this. Move over to the other side. Like, we're not, ma'am. I'm not going to shoot you.
And that's another thing, too. Officers need to help other officers.
Don't escalate it.
If it's more than one or two of you, three of you, four of you, please, the ones who's not involved, please assess.
I saw this perfect.
Don't need your gun right now.
I saw this one. I saw this one, and I thought they handled it great.
What was this?
There was a domestic dispute, and the officer showed up, and the lady, that whatever, and they told him he has to go, and he said, "Why I gotta go? This my house. I pay the bills." They said, "Sir, this is our assessment right now. You need to leave." He didn't want to leave. He was sitting on the couch, and you can hear other people, dude, get up before they shoot you, man. Just don't turn it, man. You're going to make it worse. You're going to make it worse. Just leave. He didn't want to leave. He started getting irate. So they called another officer, a brother, that probably know how to talk better. And he came up to the door. He said, man, look, he wasn't like the old stale officers. Mm-hmm. He said, dude, I'm hearing what you're saying. I'm telling you right now, if more officers come, it's not going to look good. Just come on, man. Come on and talk. Later on, y'all can do all of this.
It ain't worth it, Miss C.
So he got up and he said, I'm just letting you know. And then dude was arguing the whole way. He said, where are you going? He said, I'm getting my clothes. He said, nah, just come on. Because now I got to go in. I don't want to do all this. Just come on, man. So he was talking to him. And then they let the friend keep talking. Because he was saying the same thing. Now, if you being contrary, they'll move you out the way.
Jim, come on, man. Go on out. Man, you need to leave. Listen to them. Listen to them, man. Come on, man. It's okay. It's going to be okay. Oh, Lord.
So then he got out and he said, they called their commander or whoever the head guy is. He showed up. The guy that was mad, that got kicked out. What's your name? Give me your badge number. He said, I got one better for you. I got a card. I'm going to give you my business card. Then you don't have to try to remember my badge number. Right. He gave him his business card. He said, you want anybody else's business card? We'll give you our business card. They was very calm.
What would they?
Nobody escalated anything. And that guy was acting like a butthead.
Yeah. Well, he's right, though. Why I gotta leave?
He's right.
Why can't she leave?
And the black guy, the first officer, he said, I know why you mad. You in the middle of an argument, and so it's not against us. You just mad.
But why didn't they have her leave?
They made him leave.
Because think about it.
I think because if you got kids,
Did they have kids?
It was kids. So let's let her stay.
And take care of her.
Because you know what I'm saying? They gonna let her stay.
I heard cops say, ma'am, do we need to remove you from this environment?
Whoever the one that's hostile.
Say, well, let me take the kids with me.
She was quiet. He was the one yelling. That's why they probably said, you gotta go. If she was yelling, then they can assess which one is the most.
Sometimes they'll come in and both of them are hollering and fighting, and she got a weapon and whatever.
And then the kids will go to the neighbor or somebody.
Oh,
let me see. Cotillia says, I agree with Kim. Get additional officers or a supervisor involved before having to pull a weapon. The officer violated their own policy.
I keep asking the question, why they don't tase?
That's true.
That's not going to kill you. They can put it on a certain power. Why they don't do tasing anymore?
Remember they told us in the class that when they tase, the person can still shoot you or do whatever?
How?
They said that. They said they can still. Some people get tased and it don't bother them. You taking a chance.
Okay.
You taking a chance.
So you just take their life.
If you pull a gun, I agree with you tasing if no gun is involved. Then I'll just keep tasing you over and over again. But if as soon as a gun comes out, no, I'm not tasing you.
Yeah, I get it. I'm saying for those traffic violations.
All right, this is our last. I have to do all of these in a row.
Okay.
You can't get no more. I mean, my goodness.